So I'm not actually sure what you want from me because I don't know if you want me to be Rose during the video or if you want me to talk about how I would portray Rose. So I can do both, I guess, and talk about how I am Rose and this is what someone would have to do if they wanted to be like me. Here. Is it normal to be asked how to be you? I don't really think that is, but let's get into it anyway. Primarily, I must say that in order to be me, you have to kind of accept the way that things are. You have to look at things in a different light. You have to be spontaneous and accept that things are going to happen whether you like them or not. So nobody is quite the same, and it's very hard to find people who are similar, and it's also hard to find people who look at the same person the same way. For example, let's say John and Dave have very different views of me, Rose. So it's very hard to try and explain how to be Rose because there are different ways of looking at it. For example, Dave, he finds me more like a sister, and he's Dave. And John, on the other hand, is much sweeter, and therefore I return the favor, and he is different. So it's hard to express one's self from a third person point of view when you don't know who's the third person. Another thing we must look at is the fact that Rose has different points in her life and she's always changing. All of the characters are changing in a story called Homestuck. But when you look at Rose, she changes just so completely throughout the story. It's amazing because she starts out, she is just a little girl and her biggest problems in her life are she has a little passive-aggressive feud with her mother. Then as you go on, you go further in the story, she becomes a bit crazy with what she can do and what she feels she has to do. So then that affects her so much, and she's completely thrown caution to the wind, and she doesn't know what she's going to do anymore. A lot of people look at Rose, look at me essentially, and think that I'm very dark and dreary, and think that I'm always sad all the time. When really that's not quite it. I'm not serious all the time. I don't always just frown and destroy universes. No, there are other things that I do, and I have a life and I have multiple sides. It's a very deep character to get into me, but it's something that we have to do. Yeah, that's all now. Have a nice day. Bye.